it is harvest season, and boy, what a harvest it is. Hello everyone and welcome back. We are having a lot of flour right now in stock. I was worried about food at some point. Right now we're sitting at 14 months of food supplies. That's basically because of the bread. The latest harvest was really big. We harvested over 200 wheat in total, and that leads to, I still am not entirely sure about the ratio of it, but it leads to a lot of flour basically. And right now we have the bread, and we have 200 flour there as well in stock, and it's actually growing right now. So this leads to a lot of bread. Two people are working on this, and of course bread is one of the most delicious things in the world if baked right, and of course my people know how to do this. In the meantime, also finally my manor area is looking a bit more proper again, right? It was nasty before that, and with the planks that we have, we can actually go in now and manage to do this a bit differently. The thing is that I've noticed it doesn't matter what I do. The moment I open the castle planner, I always need to pay something already, right? So if I would like to go in now and commit to this area, whatever happened there, I have no idea, right? The tax office seems to be doing something finicky. In this case here, we already need to pay quite a few resources there. Now we do have then the outer towers that we can add to this whole endeavor. However, since we already have such a high cost of stone, we're actually out of stone. So in this case here, we're also out of stone deposits here. So let's actually reduce the amount of corpses there. We need to find more stone. That would be one of the major things, and I think over there we have it. Yep, in Manor now, and also down here there's another stone deposit then for this area that we could go for to continue the expansion. Speaking about expansion, we have still a few more roof tiles. I would also like to upgrade a few more people to level 3. That's those guys here basically in the center once more, and we also should have those high density blocks that I would also like to upgrade just for the sake of it, really, right? So that's 4 more upgrades that we have. With 1 more we could actually push, let's do it. Let's have 5 more upgrades, right? And this leads then to 17 roof tiles left, and then we're basically coming to the completion of the upgrades, right? We can actually go with 1 more, 3 more upgrades, I think. That would be fun. However, of course, these guys really are demanding 4 types of food they need at all times. Clothes is not a problem, right? 2 types of clothes, it actually stops there with that. So leather and shoes is already quite enough. There's no need for anything else, really. It's all about the food, really, that makes the biggest difference here. And for that, we do lack a few meats. The honey's actually out too. Now I'm a bit surprised by that. Also, it's raining. Okay, there's still some wheat on the field, which is being damaged then by that. Might be an indication that we don't have enough people working in the farmhouse. So let's assign a 5th person to that. We still have 3 families left over them. That's just fantastic. Now, here we have the apiary. We have 2 of them. They're producing. What I still don't know is if I add more people, does it produce more honey? Theoretically it should, but the apiary is not getting any bigger, right? So it just stays the same anyway. That would be a nice indication, or a nice thing to know. Let's actually assign 2 people to each one of them, and we'll just see what they're doing. If they're just waiting, then of course it does not make a difference. It just seems a lot. 4 families on 1 apiary, right? I wonder what they're doing there all day. They're waiting. The second family really has nothing to do, right? If you assign them to this. Also, the second family on the other apiary, they're just waiting. So I don't think it makes sense, right? I think 1 family is all there is to it, and that's it. And there's no more honey coming out of it. Now, Manor is continuing to drop with its approval rating, but we have now everything for a church. So let's go ahead and build that church at the market square, of course. There you go. This is going to be great. I've also built a saw pit in the meantime. We can unassign those guys now because I wanted to speed up the whole process here. And with that church construction on its way as well, this will make people hopefully super happy. And after winter, we could see some growth here in Manor as well. For that, let's also go ahead and have us another some more burgages here. Once again, some supplies. I would need to assign someone to that storage house, but I can still go ahead and have, of course, more burgages than here, right next to the church. I think I'm happy with 2. That you don't need more than that. And that logging camp family, Let's keep it. In the meantime, let's go out in the world and claim new areas. The middle one. And then let's actually go ahead and claim the other one as well. Can we claim 2 areas at the same time? We can! How very cool. It's a double claimer. And we'll just see if the Baron intervenes. Some of you have been saying that he's rather passive. I agree, right? The Baron is a bit too passive. It also varies from game to game. In some games he's aggressive and takes over territory quickly. In other games he's super passive. There is no middle ground and I can't control that. Because once you start the game basically runs and it always could go into different directions. That's the advantage of randomness, I guess. Ale, we're negative on ale. -1. We have to 140 malt. So there is enough malt in the town, but it's not enough ale. So I think we might need to sign another brewery. Right, and yeah, let's have I think all of them have something though. This is a level 2 one. This is the high density one. They don't have any pots. I would like to have another brewery, please. Yeah, we could have it right next to the other brewery, really. Makes sense. So that we have those 2 here. That's one brewery monopoly that is growing now. Because holy cow, we need more ale for all these people. They're drinking like crazy. And it also seems like we're going to get those 2 territories without any fighting. Like both of them. Right, yep. I wonder when he intervenes. There is this bandit camp. Let's get those 2. And the cool thing is now I can actually rally them here. Get them over there and clear those bandit camps, getting me some more resources. And we could also start claiming this one. We have, yeah, 4,000. Let's go ahead. Let's also claim Goldhove here with berry deposits, a rich deposit that is. Oh, he just says to himself, the Baron, huh? So many soldiers, there's no use in fighting them. And we will also have enough money, yep, to hire us some mercenaries there too. So this is always in case of emergency. That's also why we should probably go for those bandit camps. Also, I know, some of you have been saying that I'm a terrible tactician because I let my troops run too much before a battle and it, well, increases fatigue. The thing is, I think at this point, fatigue has no value, right? It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. My troops are as strong with 0 fatigue as they are with 100 fatigue. It doesn't matter because you go in, you flank them and you destroy them. There's no way around that. So we are always just going like that. And I think it just works out perfectly fine. And I never claimed to be a super tactician. So in this case here, I don't care. We're winning. That's what matters to me. This belongs to my treasury there once more. We need a bit more money. And we have a second bandit camp. It's the same spots actually they're spawning on. And of course with the high rate of bandit camp spawning, you always have new bandit camp spawn. So it's kind of like, I think, it's actually making the thing too easy. The bandit camp spawning, I mean. Because you get so many resources out of bandit camps and they're so easy to defeat. Plus there's always just one battalion or unit of bandits, right? There's not like there's 3 or 4 suddenly. It's always just one. And in this case here, these are flaws of the game at this point, right? Definitely. In the beginning it looked like a high amount of bandit camps is giving you a hard trouble, when in fact it's not. It just gives you lots of money for free. And we can just take it, whatever amount we want. Now, over here we have another bandit camp. Since we're already on a roll, let's continue with that. They're stealing a few too many vegetables there. They're going to run for it. In Crown Falls, not in Sleepy Hollow, that was the town before that. We are continuing. Yeah, the upgrading takes a bit of time here, thanks to the logs. And also thanks to my dead oxen, who by the way stood up again, right? So they might have not been dead after all. Now they are aimless or jobless. Yeah, Urhard is living again. What a joy. Interesting and funny bugs that this game provides you as well. Also starting to claim Nusloha right over here. There is still another bandit camp a bit further up here north. Let's move my troops over. Imenroyd should have finished the church now. Yep, it has. Alright. Still, we have the penalty from that, so we are at 29 approval rating. So this penalty still kicks in, of course, on these settings, right? Approval overall. It's important that we've built the church before winter, because otherwise we would have the church penalty and the cold penalty, and this would have led then to people leaving most likely. But now that the church has been built, I think we should be fine for the coming winter. The same applies with food variety. I do have a bit of coin, so I can actually go in and build me some 2 chicken coops. I'm going to do this because chicken eggs are important, right? Also, I could start importing again something. Like, I could, for example, send firewood or leather. Actually, let's send leather to Crown Falls. And we receive some food, I guess. Something that we have plenty of in Crown Falls, and that's bread. And let's assign a family to this. And they're going out there now and bartering then. Bar, bar, bar. Now, over here, in the meantime, my troops have arrived for that next bandit camp. Let's actually move them in a bit closer. There they are, already on its way. Super angry that we're disturbing them and their vegetables. I just love the details though, right? There's a lot. And let's also claim that bandit camp. I need to... yeah, there you go. We're also claiming this one now. Now the price question is, if I claim a Baron's territory, will he react? We're going to have a look at that once we claimed that bandit camp here. No more storage for the bread in Crown Falls too. I would need a bigger granary at this point for all that bread coming in. Very good, this one has been claimed. Now let's move them back home again. And in Crown Falls, yeah, it's about 500 bread that we have at this point. It seems to be terribly flawed. 244 flour we have. And still 66 wheat in the farmhouse. So even with only 30% fertility, we're flooding our town with bread and wheat. Yeah, let's upgrade the... oh, I need more stone. We should probably start importing some stone. That is just faster, right? So there it is. And let's import it up to 30. Because with that we can then upgrade the granary. Something we definitely should be doing at this point. So there it is. Nusloha has been claimed as well. No appropriate storage for the barter station. Yes, right. In Imenroyd, we actually need a granary. That's my mistake. Church level is too low. Are you kidding me? We only have level 1s here though. And of course, for the bread, I will need a granary as well. Let's build this over here instead of the logging camp family. We have a lot of timber in Imenroyd anyway. A few eggs we have in now. That's great. And where's the hunting camp? There it is, right? And do we not have a hunt here? We do. What are these people doing? I will need to assign a second family to the hunting then as well. But let's finish that granary first. Very good. And with that we have some additional storage where we can now store then the bread that we import from Crown Falls. Also that family, yeah, let's assign them to hunters as well. That we have now 2 hunters working in Imenroyd. This should really provide enough bread then. Now let's have a look at Selbitz and claim it. That's the Baron's territory now, right? And he should react. If he doesn't, then he's definitely bugged out. And I have my suspicions. Alright, the gauntlet has been drawn, so he's actually now coming in, right? And just to be sure, And we have the money. Let's also get us a few of them. Arrive in Crown Falls. Yeah. Jolly good band. And jolly good band. There you go. They will also help me out a bit. Alright. His troops are over here. Actually, this is going to be quite a nice battle there, after all. And I can make it worth your while. Nope, we're not doing this. As of course, I want to see some battles there. Alright, going to take a while. It's winter as well, so it's going to take a while anyway for all of these troops to get over there. Yeah, we're totally stuffed on the wheat. And there my armies are merging. The mercenaries and of course my own. The mercenaries are a few too many archers, but that's the only option that I had. So yeah, it's at least one melee there. Now we need to get a bit closer there, I think, for him to react. And his retinue size is actually the biggest one, so he's got 30 retinue. What I also ask myself is if I want to upgrade them. I cannot do this when they're raised. That's also interesting. Get a bit closer. Let's try and trigger them. Ah, there you go. Alright. Let's actually get my army up there, so the... I'm also going to use my retinue as a tank, more or less. A bit further here. Because I don't really care about my retinue. We can always just get more of them. Right, so retinues are going to be up here. Together with those guys here. And all these archers that we had from the mercenaries are going to go into the center. While my own archers, they're going to be a bit situated behind so we can flank them. And then we also have some spearmen here protecting our flank. That's my own troops, so we are going to make extra care that they're not engaging in battle too quickly. Save for the retinue. They can do this because these are not villagers, right? The retinue. They're actually also hired by my manor. Alright, they're entering. Yeah. This is going to be fun. They're going to try and flank us. Probably going to hide in the forest now anytime soon. We're going to use then those troops here to destroy them. And there's also now these guys here coming. That's actually a lot of melee fighters. And now let's have the archers immediately run there to the flank. It's a nice battle atmosphere for sure. Almost feels like Total War. Look at that. They're going sideways. Trying to sneak over there. Sneaky bastards. And now we actually flank them, and this is going to be dangerous for them because now we can, yeah, fire on the other enemies then from up here on the north, on the hill. That's going to hurt them. We're losing one retinue already, so this is actually a surprise to me. Here, there's a fierce battle, but of course, they have more soldiers. And they have a good morale, it seems, right now, right? So they're not giving up so easily. Even if they're down to 6, they're not fleeing yet. Down to 2, and they're still fighting. Okay, now the first ones are fleeing. This seems to be super strange here. What is going on? Couldn't be a big problem. Let's actually help out the other ones. Ah, very good. The retinue has been broken. The enemy retinue, and I think we have one. Is that right? All of them are fleeing now. That's right. Still shoot at them. Let no one escape. Right, I think we should have won it. There's still... Oh, still archers over there. Alright. That is a bit dangerous here, because they're obviously hiding in the forest now. And archers are pretty strong in my version of the game. So I think my militia footman of Crown Falls has a bit of a problem. No, it has not. Very good. And victory is ours. And with that, we have also defeated the Baron over here in Selbitz. And peace has been declared. Now, of course, we could claim the other territory, but the thing is, his troops would reset again to maximum strength, while my troops actually, yeah, need to replenish first. So let's get them back home again. In Emerald, meantime, we have now finally some positivity. In this case here, it's still 34 only. We have enough room then for new families to move in. We got the church, and also hopefully we get some, yeah, food varieties soon here. That's with the pack station then delivering that, right? So they're bartering still, as we see. Very good. And in Crown Falls, 150 people, 61 approval rating. Yeah. Also, yeah, still not that much ale. Second brewery working now. They should be working. Transporting. Thing is, of course, we need to disband the units here. Because it's going to take them a while to replenish again. Now they can actually continue working. That might have been the reason why there's still not that much ale coming in. Alright, other than that, yeah, food looks fine. Would need a few more vegetables, I guess. And living space is also fine. Still have quite a few burgages left open. So far so good. We're closer to world domination than ever. And we continue with that in the next episode. Stay tuned.